Terrence Lee Randolph, March 30th, 1947, December 10th, 2024. Today we remember that freedom is not free. We have to work at it, nurture it, protect it, and even sacrifice for it. May we never forget and always remember our brothers and sisters who have served so that we may enjoy the gift of freedom. So in this moment, we remember and give thanks for their dedication and selfless service to our nation in the cause of our freedom. In this solemn hour, we render our honor and our gratitude.
This video is now being watched millions of times. It shows Alex Pretti, calm and composed, performing last rites for a dying veteran inside a hospital room. A registered nurse, an ICU caregiver, a man colleagues say treated every patient with dignity. That same man is now dead, shot by a U.S. Border Patrol agent on a Minneapolis street. The video was posted to Facebook by Mac Randolph after the fatal shooting. Randolph says Pretti comforted his dying father, an Air Force veteran, in his final moments, reading prayers, offering respect, standing watch. He was one of many soldiers Pretti cared for during his work at the Minneapolis Veterans Healthcare System. The video has gone viral after Pretti was fatally shot Saturday morning just before 9 a.m. His death marks the second fatal encounter involving federal officers in Minneapolis this month. And it comes amid growing outrage over the Trump administration's stepped-up immigration enforcement in the Twin Cities, which has triggered weeks of protests.
Resisting ICE is not a crime! Resisting ICE is not a crime!
Authorities have identified the man killed as Alex Jeffrey Pretti. He was 37 years old, a U.S. citizen with no criminal record. Public records show Pretti lived in Minneapolis, a short drive from the location where he was shot. Pretti worked as a registered nurse in the intensive care unit at the Minneapolis Veterans Affairs healthcare system. He also assisted with scientific research. State records show he was licensed as a nurse in Minnesota as of 2021. His license was valid through March 31, 2026. Officials confirm Pretti legally carried a firearm. He had a valid Minnesota permit required under state law to carry a handgun. Friends and colleagues say he was responsible, soft-spoken, and deeply committed to patient care. Many say they are still struggling to process how he died. According to Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara, the shooting followed a heated confrontation between federal agents and protesters opposing immigration enforcement. Pretti was shot during that encounter.
But I think the video speaks for itself. What I can tell you is we have identified this person, 37-year-old white male, resident of the city. The only interaction that we are aware of with law enforcement has been for traffic tickets, and we believe he is a lawful gun owner with a permit to carry.
The Department of Homeland Security says U.S. Border Patrol agents were conducting an operation when Pretti approached them. In a statement, DHS claims an agent fired in self-defense after Pretti violently resisted attempts to disarm him.
This individual showed up to impede a law enforcement operation and assaulted our officers. They responded according to their training and took action to defend the officer's life and those of the public around him. And I don't know of any peaceful protester that shows up with a gun and ammunition rather than a sign. This is a violent riot when you have someone showing up with weapons and are using them to assault law enforcement officers.
But video from the scene raises serious questions. Footage appears to contradict parts of the federal account. In the videos, Pretti is seen checking on a protester who had just been pushed to the ground by federal officers. Moments later, an altercation breaks out. Pretti is dragged to the pavement, surrounded by officers. Then gunshots. Several shots in quick succession. Officers are seen backing away from Pretti's body. Pretti's parents, Michael and Susan Pretti, have forcefully rejected the government's version of events. In a statement, they called the claims about their son lies, describing them as sickening and reprehensible. The family says Alex was not holding a gun in the moments before he was shot. They say he had a phone in one hand and his other hand raised above his head. According to the statement, Pretti was trying to shield a woman who had been pushed down by ICE officers while being pepper sprayed himself. The family says the video evidence supports their account, and they are demanding full transparency. Alex Pretti graduated from Green Bay Preble High School in 2006. He later earned his degree from the University of Minnesota in 2011. He chose a career in nursing and went on to care for some of the nation's most vulnerable patients. Today, that earlier video of Pretti honoring a fallen veteran is being shared across the country, a reminder of who he was and what he did. As investigations continue, the shooting has intensified scrutiny of federal law enforcement operations in Minneapolis and renewed calls for accountability. For many, the images now circulating tell a stark story of a caregiver, a citizen, and a fatal encounter that is still raising unanswered questions.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That is often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out the right.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.